Hello everyone. Hope you're doing well. I just thought I'd swing by with a little bit of news from Batshit Britain. Another little report from the lunatic asylum. And this is quite heartening actually. The response. So we got a little bit of sanity here. Which is much appreciated. A sane response to yet more insanity. So I shall read this out to you. School cancels Blue Nose Day after massive backlash. And we think it should probably be Blue Hair Day, probably named after the kind of woke teachers that come up with this nonsense in the first place. So this was a letter that was sent out to the parents of the pupils of a certain school, which is in the northeast of England, I believe. So here you go. Dear parent/carer, on Friday 18th of October 2024, our school will be taking part in a Blue Nose Day. This will entail the heating being turned off. This is October in Britain. This will entail the heating being turned off throughout the school day to conserve energy. We're doing this to help reduce our school's carbon footprint and raise the importance of being more sustainable. On the 18th of October, students should maintain the exact uniform standards as usual, but we are recommending that they wear a black V-neck jumper if you already have one. So if you don't, you have to go out and buy one? Or any non-visible layers that are supposed to keep you warm, but they have to be non-visible, under their uniform. For example, skins, vest, plain white t-shirt, extra thick socks. Please note hoodies will not be permitted and blazers should be worn. Please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any concerns. Kind regards. And it's from the headmaster. And yes, they did, fortunately. Lots of parents did have concerns and called out this absolute nonsense. I mean, Blue Nose Day, Blue Nose, Blue Lips Day. When I was a kid, we used to rejoice when the heating broke down in the colder months because it meant we were sent home. You couldn't be kept at school and be expected to continue on working if it was cold, which, you know, is pretty reasonable. But not in 2024 when it's all about virtue signalling and how this school believed that turning off the heating for one day is going to drastically reduce their carbon footprint anyway is kind of by the by. It's this kind of mad virtue signalling that there's no actual thought behind it. There's no logic or rationale. It's just, we've got to be seen to be doing our part. Don't worry that the kids are going to be freezing their little knackers off in the classroom. That's all right. Just put a thin V-neck jump. Every kid surely has a black V-neck jumper, I'm sure. Yeah, but the main takeaway here is that huge backlash. It went viral over here, and I don't think we're going to be seeing this take off as a thing, you know, in schools, fortunately. So sanity is still out there. Not all parents are willing to sacrifice their children's well-being for the sake of it's virtue signalling, isn't it? But yeah, I thought I'd just jump on and share that with you. The sooner people realise that the carbon they want to reduce is you, the better. Sending lots of love. Speak to you soon. Peace.